Today we are going to do a silhouette of a landscape, and we're going to take our time, go slow, and we're going to hold our paper the tall way. Now the first thing you want to do is use your pencil, and I'm going to use a Sharpie, but you're going to use a pencil. The first thing you want to do is actually start with the mountains in the background. And the mountains are actually kind of just curves that come down like that. You're going to have almost 3 rows of this. So once you do one, you're going to do another row, another, and one more. I'm sorry, that's 3 total, but you did 4 lines. Now, what you're gonna do is we're gonna draw trees. So all of this is gonna be trees. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make lines so I kind of know where all my trees are gonna go. You're gonna have some tall trees, some short trees. I'm gonna have that one come up a little higher. So you're kind of working in a curve. Now to draw the trees, we have a couple of options. The first one is you start by making lines like this. And it's actually so much easier to use paint for this, but you can use your pencil and you're gonna make a diagonal. So I make kind of a diagonal shape like this. So you're making triangle shapes. And then you are going to fill in your tree with your pencil. So what I do is we're gonna actually do clumps. So we're gonna do clumps like this. Let me go back and forth, filling it in, just like this with your pen. So I'm on a zigzag and I go back and forth with your pencil. And what you'll do at the end is you will erase all of those lines that we drew. And as we get farther, it'll get thicker on the bottom. Once you get towards the bottom, it's really gonna be almost a thick shape down here. So this is all gonna be black. So I'll do it again. Back and forth with your pencil or your marker. And then once you get about halfway, just make it all black. I'll do it again. Back and forth. Then when you get about halfway, color it all black. So all down here is going to be black. Once you are done with all your trees, you are going to paint the mountains in the same shade. So if you want your mountains all to be purples, you're gonna do all purples. If you want your mountains to all be greens, do all different shades of greens. I'm gonna do purples for this one. I'm gonna start with 1. So I would work myself in here, in this area. And you can use color pencils, you can use crayons. I would skip markers because of the lines, but you can use really anything else. I'm gonna use a pinkish color next, because my purple is really light. Then I'm gonna use a darker purple for this one. So like I said, it's all shades. And then lastly, I would use a different purple, which I'm gonna have to use a magenta for this one. So I colored all my mountains all the way across. Once you do that, you're gonna pick the opposite color to do the clouds or the sky. So the opposite of purple, I'm gonna write your opposite colors. Your opposite of purple is yellow. The opposite of red is green. And the opposite of blue is orange. So you will be coloring your sky in a sunset style. So for mine, I'm gonna do some oranges and yellows, just because I have a little bit of the red, so I'm gonna put a little oranges and reds. But mostly yellows, because I really want it to be the opposite color. So that is called a complementary color, which is your opposite. You're gonna take your time and go all the way to the top, go slow. If you need help, I'm there for you. Take your time, and I cannot wait to see your tree silhouettes.